there kids, it's me, MrCreepyPasta. I wanted to start off this video by asking you all to go subscribe to my buddy's channel, Meditation Station. It contains awesome, super hypnotic guided meditation that will not only get you to sleep fast, but help you deal with issues like sadness, pain, insomnia, negative thoughts, and more. You will not be let down. The audio quality is amazing. Subscribe and comment stating that I sent you, and he'll pick out 2 of you to win a special prize. Free. No strings attached. Link is in the description down below. Alright, on to tonight's story. I really hate Legos. Little nubs and sharp corners that perfectly fit right into the center of the bottom of your foot, causing a stabbing agony that lingers for the rest of the day at every step. My son and I woke up 45 minutes late this morning. The very first thing I see upon opening my bedroom door is a hardwood minefield of discarded Legos in the hallway. I step over most of them gingerly, but my impatience with getting a move on gets the best of me. The second to last Lego impales the arch of my foot, assaulting my nerve ending with a lightning bolt of pain. Through gritted teeth, I walk up to my son and help him rush to get ready for school. I prepare the coffee maker and get all the way to the last step when I mournfully realize I'm out of drinking water. My kiddo gets on his bus, I get in my car, and we go our separate ways for the day. I grab a lukewarm, unsatisfying cup of coffee at the drive-thru cafe and continue to drive to work. Things should all be better once I get there. That promotion's as good as mine. I've already started spending my sign-on bonus already. I'll be so happy and proud to tell my son that his dad got a new job. He deserved a better life. Nice things. Barely ever asked me for anything, and it's so appreciative. Even at his young age, every gift he receives, I think I'm going to take him to the theme park 2 towns over, one that he loves. Only been able to go once, and it rained the whole day. He loved it, though. My boy smiled ear to ear through the whole park, wetter than a drowned rat, but as happy as a June bug. I pulled into the parking lot and walked inside the building. My confidence soared with every slightly pained step forward that I took toward the conference room. It looked like most of the office was already inside. Quite a few heads turned my way to greet me with warm smiles as I took my seat at the conference table. Alright everyone, now that Reinhardt's here, we can get on with business. He gives me a wink of camaraderie after saying my last name. It takes the subtleness of deep breaths as I mentally prepare myself for a victorious acceptance. I needed to be prepared to humbly respond to the impending promotion announcement. My boss continued. As you're all aware, a promotion became available last month. After carefully going over our performance reviews and customer satisfaction rates, we've finally chosen the perfect candidate. Please give a warm welcome to your new assistant director. I rise to my feet and brush off the sides of my suit jacket as the name falls from his lips into the atmosphere. Stuart Brown. A middle-aged man in the back of the room also has risen to his feet, with an accomplished, proud smile on his face. My hands unconsciously come together and start clapping to join the others in the room. I force a thin smile across my lips as my eyes meet Stuart's. I give a congratulatory nod. My feet guide me in betrayal as I find myself walking towards him. I shake his hand with as much positivity as I can muster, secretly loathing that this man got the job that should have rightfully been mine. As soon as it's time for my lunch break, I step outside to call my wife. I really need her loving voice right now. The sinking fear that she'll leave me for my shortcomings nags at my mind. She's not that kind of woman, though. It's just the voice in my head, the voice that I never want to listen to, but it's the one that never goes away. Only popping up when I'm feeling my highest or my lowest. Talking to my wife always makes me feel better. I love her so much. Her phone rings only once, then directs me to voicemail. I dial the number again, seeking the much-needed relief that her presence always gives me, however the result's the same. I decide to call her work line, figuring she was just getting back from her break now. This time a woman's voice answers on the 3rd ring. Thank you for calling Harper & Stone Realty Office. This is Sherry. How can I help you today? Confused, I answered. Hi Sherry. Can I speak to Anne Reinhardt? This is her husband, Gerald. For a moment, only silence greets me on the other end of the line. Finally, Sherry answers, her voice small and dripping with wariness. I'm sorry, Mr. Reinhardt. I hate to be the one to tell you this. Anna hasn't worked here for the past 2 weeks. She got some paperwork mixed up that caused us to lose an extremely large sale. We had no choice. Unfortunately, we had to let her go. I murmured a thank you and dejectedly hung up the phone. A million sharp needles impaled my temples with the first signs of an oncoming migraine. I've suffered from them for the past few years. They're heavily aggravated, if not solely caused by stress. Of all the things that I've encountered today, this is truly the last thing I need. My foot throbs with pain with each step I take back towards my office. The workday drags on, and it seems to take forever to end. When it does, I am only too relieved to leave the building and start my commute home. My wife and I have a lot to talk about, with her lying about still working at her job. Caught up in the eagerness of arriving home, I almost forgot to stop and get milk and eggs from the grocery store. I want to make my son a warm breakfast tomorrow to make up for the crappy Pop-Tarts that he ate in his rush to be off in time this morning. The lines aren't too long, and I'm in and out in under 20 minutes. The pain in my temples starts to ease. Something finally seems to be going away. Thank God, too. I was about to lose it. My feet shuffle out into the parking lot. Suddenly, the eggs fall to the ground, followed by the sound of 12 fatal cracks. Right there, not 30 feet away from me, is my car. Someone had decided to relocate my mirror for me, as well as give me a very large decorative dent in the driver's side door. How nice of them. The full force of my migraine hits like a tidal wave against the white pavement as I stumble closer to assess the damages. The pain in my foot has increased, the intensity enough to cause a slight limp at this point. On closer inspection, I now see that it's not a dent in my door, but a huge gash. There's no way it's going to buff out or pound out. Maybe there's a note. Nope. Of course not. That would have been too easy, right? I don't know how much more of this I can take. Murphy's Law is having its way with me today, and without a prophylactic to boot. My mind feels like a thin wire stretched to its very limits. Any little event causing it to snap. An empty driveway greets me when I arrive home. No surprise there, I guess Anna still has an hour before she's due home from whatever it is that she's going to that's not work. I exit my car just in time to see my boy get off the school bus. His little face wears a look of concentration as he sets his book bag down inside and flops onto the couch. First grade's tough on him, I guess. He looks like a little man who's just had the same day that I just had at work. After dinner, I take him upstairs to get ready for a bath. He absolutely hates it. And I find myself once again trying to mentally prepare for an unfortunate situation. I hear the cordless phone start to ring and close my eyes with discouragement as I remember I left it downstairs. My guy's a big boy, but certainly not old enough to be left unsupervised near a tub filling rapidly with water, so I let it ring. If it's important, the machine will get it. I hear Anna's voice on the recorded greeting and the telltale beep. Hey honey, I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna have to be super late coming home tonight. Things got crazy today at work with this new housing development, and I have to stay late to catch up. I have no idea how long it'll take. Don't wait up, okay? I'll wake you up when I get home. Can't wait to hear about your promotion today. Love you. The words sink in, and I feel my left eye starting to twitch. Before long, it feels like half of the side of my face is quaking with misfiring nerve endings. My son comes out of his room, hears the water, and starts to wail in protest. My head feels like it's being split in two. It's agonizing to keep my eyes open, and the now excruciating pain in my foot reverberates with every heartbeat. I woke up late, stepped on a Lego, had to rush to leave the house. Didn't get the promotion today. My wife has been lying to me for 2 weeks about work. Someone smashed the side of my car. I have a migraine from hell. The house is a mess. My wife is out somewhere unknown till an unknown time. My son is screaming, and my foot hurts. My son's tantrum reaches a new pitch that shoots a shock of pain into my cerebellum like a bullet. I tell him to calm down and stop, but he won't lower his wailing enough to hear me. I plead with him, hot tears pricking my eyes, to stop, to please be quiet for Dad, just for 1 minute. I take a step into the hallway towards him, and my vision periphery blurs with white light. It takes about 2 seconds for the pain to register that I stepped on yet another Lego. This one, a sharp piece to a mountaintop, effectively puncturing the skin of my foot and drawing blood in the process. My eyes widen and my hand flies out to steady myself. My arms come into contact with a solid surface long enough to regain my bearings. I woke up late, I stepped on a Lego, I had to rush to leave the house, I didn't get the promotion today, my wife has been lying to me for 2 weeks about work, someone smashed into the side of my car, I have a migraine from hell, the house is a mess, my wife is out somewhere unknown to an unknown time, my son is screaming, and now my foot really freaking hurts. My head, my foot, the damn Legos, I step on a Lego, the hallway is full of Legos. We woke up late this morning, we rushed to leave the house, the hallway was full of Legos. We woke up late this morning, we rushed to leave the house, I step on yet another damn Lego, my foot is bleeding, my hands fly to steady myself, the hallway it's full of Legos. We woke up late this morning, we rushed to leave the house, I step on yet another damn Lego, my foot is bleeding, my hand flies to steady myself, my arm came into contact with a solid force, and my son's body lays lifeless and broken at the bottom of the stairs. Hey there once again, kids, it's me, MrCreepyPasta, and I just wanted to give you a big thank you for watching tonight's video. If you guys ever wanted to help support the show, you can always do so if you watch the show on youtube.com/MrCreepyPasta or find the MrCreepyPasta Storytime podcast on iTunes, on Google Play, and on Spotify. And also, if you ever want to check out my wife's tea shop, it's etsy.com/ivorymonocletea, where she sells hand-blended herbal teas in the theme of Dungeons & Dragons and Harry Potter and Final Fantasy and the like. You can find the link for it, as well as many other links, in the description down below. And, drumroll please, a big thank you to everybody supporting me at patreon.com/MrCreepyPasta. People such as Taysia-lynn, Genobaga-Arneho, Daniel Poulsen, Trace Miles, Jordan Alexander Sanchez, Wayne Milstead, Dr. Strawberry, Chompski, Ken Lando Higuchi, Brianna Tine-Janzen, Nicholas Saeid Alyain, Buddy Burroughs, Stephen Van Huss, Kai Albertson, Goonington, G Weevil 3, Chance Burnett, Diane Kraus, Asia, Gabrielle the Baca, TheRedOakShieldVirus, Sindee Barney, Titty Connoisseur, really? Titty Connoisseur? Melissa Sweigart, Dante Rowe, Last Blade Song, Cross Rights, TheGingerBroz, Eliminator 86, Andrew Steinberg, Jason Sistma, Holy Realm, and Rafael Rodriguez. Thank you so much to you guys out there on Patreon, to all of you listening to either the podcast or the YouTube show. And that is everything, guys. Thank you so much for listening, and sweet dreams.